one is with a marker, and you can see here I am just coloring it around the eyes with the marker. The markers are a bit harder because it is hard to get into all the little nooks and crannies of the Model Magic without breaking it with the marker. However, you can add some color with the markers. The second way that I'm going to add color that I feel is often more successful is with watercolor paint. So I need a paintbrush, some water, and some watercolor paint. And here I am, apparently a little off the screen, painting my walrus with the watercolor. You do not want too much water because it will make the Model Magic soft, and it also, the Model Magic absorbs it as you paint. So if you want your color darker, I would highly recommend just doing a second coat. So here I am painting it brown. You can use whichever colors that you would like for your animal. It can be a real animal or a make-believe animal. Now I'm using a detail brush to add a few small details to my walrus. It can look however you feel your creature would look best. Once you have finished creating your creature, it's time to make a habitat. To make a habitat, there are two different ways to do it, but the first one I'm going to show you, all you need is a piece of paper. I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to fold about 1.5 inches up on each side. Then I'm going to cut the paper and put a little bit of glue on the edge, and you could use tape or a staple or whatever you have around your house. And then I'm going to use paint here, but you could use anything you had around the house. So you could use markers or crayons or whatever you had to draw where you want the habitat of where you want your creature to live. My creature is a walrus, so I'm drawing a iceberg for it to live on in the Arctic, and I'm making a beautiful Arctic sun here that radiates out, and it has a nice piece of ice to live on. You could do whatever you want. Now, the second way of creating a habitat involves you finding objects from around your house. So you could build a habitat with things that you had. I am going to use magnetic tiles, but you could use Legos. You could even go outside and put it in the grass if it's an animal that lives in the grass. So here I am with my walrus and some magnetic tiles. So I am just going to place the magnetic tiles to build it an enclosure. This is probably more similar to what a walrus would be living at in a zoo. So I built a nice little enclosure. I'm making an area at the top that's kind of decorative. And then Mr. Walrus can come, and I made a door that goes up and down, and he can come and he can play. I look forward to seeing where your animal lives. Happy creating!